Hello Total Wargamers, my name is Deacon and welcome to this video about the Heirs of Fingolfin, a new submod for Total War Divide and Conquer 2.2, where you get to sort of confederate with all the Elven factions. So they will join you upon meeting certain conditions, and I gladly point you to the description for all the mod features, also for my house rules, which don't allow me to command any more troops than double the amount of command stars and a few more. In our previous episode, Elrond claimed a victory here over part of the army that was previously in Dol Brin, and we are now marching on Dol Brin. We've also beaten the Dread Stack that spawned, so that is out of the way, and Western Moria is leaking armies towards Imladris or Zakala, I don't know. But we are going to try and defeat them here. And in this campaign I'm going to try on to touch upon part of the background of the story, really, about Fingolfin and his troubled affairs and journeys. So, as I mentioned, Fingolfin had a full brother, Finarfin, and a half brother, Fëanor, which are all main actors in the story. Melkor deceived all the Noldor, basically, but most particularly Fëanor. And when Fëanor threatened his half-brother Fingolfin, he was actually banished by the Valar for doing that. So that is what happened.
Ready your bows.
Okay, I'm gonna slow things down and wait for Eladon, sorry, to move up here.
Ready your bows.
So after being banished, Melkor and Ungoliant made a move and destroyed the two trees. And that triggered, of course, a response. And that's how the sort of the war started. Those skirmishers are the generals here. So let's see if we can start firing upon them. There you go.
Ready your bows. This is it. Attack.
And the next thing that happened is that Melkor slew Fingolfin's father, Finwë.
Like the wind. I serve the House of Elrond.
Ooh, we lost 1 to Archer Fire. Let's slow things down a little. And move up our bodyguard. They've got Stalker, skirmishers and archers, and I don't want the archers to get into our Tulkas Faithful, because they won't replenish. We can retrain them, but into the archers then. Into the skirmishers. And you shoot these skirmishers.
We meet them at last.
And Eladon is also going to have to melee into these goblin archers. Unfortunately, there is no other way than losing some of our men to enemy archer fire. But we got them on the move, so as long as they are in skirmish, like they are now, we can make them...
changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Into these archers then. Lots of archers. No need to be in guard mode. Our Tolkasters Faithful are tanking out against so many units whilst they are actually charges, so this is not the best of engagements for them. But we did shut down most of their archers except for this bunch. And now we might actually slay the enemy general here, because he's in this Snaga skirmisher unit. But then Eladon really needs to step up his game. Let's push in a little. After all, this is just archers. They are now broken. Okay, so you come out, start hunting these two, so they stop firing. There you go. Enemy general lies dead, and that should reduce their taste for battle now. These guys are now broken, and unfortunately we do not have any cavalry here. And since our Tolkasters Faithful are suffering that much, I'm really going to try to break up the whole bunch here. These are now also broken. So we should now start pressing into these guys. These archers are duking it out with these Nagas, and another unit has rallied, unfortunately. They're now also broken. So this, the Tolkasters Faithful are gonna chase off the Stalkers. They've suffered enough. These are now broken too.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do things like chase off routing units, because they're now broken too. They're broken, and the archers have to come in here.
Watch for the enemy.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yeah, I believe you. They're already wavering.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Tolkasters Faithful, for a unit that is built around charge, is not very fast, to be honest. So Mr. Fëanor was already not so keen of his half brothers and sisters. They're now broken. And then Melkor came around and spreading lies and accusations, particularly against the Valar, really. And Fëanor practically bought it. He bought into it, the lies and accusations. So he grew resentful even more, and that is how he got to, falsely accuse his half-brother Fingolfin. Drew his sword, was banished by the Valar for it, and then after father Finwë died, Fëanor was even more resentful. Hateful actually after Melkor, so that's also why he said, okay, let's go to Middle-earth to kill off Melkor, same being Morgoth. And he kind of promised all the Noldor that there would be glories and riches in Middle-earth. But he was just using everyone for his own agenda, really. But it worked, because he convinced Fëanor convinced part of the Noldor to join him. And then, even though the majority of the elves didn't want to go within Noldor, which is just one of the clans, they did start on expeditions. So Fëanor needed ships to sail to Middle-earth, and the Teleri had ships, but they didn't really want to hand over their ships to Fëanor. So they resisted, and a battle ensued in which Fëanor started actually fighting his own kin, and then unfortunately, sort of like tragically, Fingolfin and his host came upon the battle between the Teleri and the Noldor that was already going on, and wrongly assumed that the Teleri had ambushed the Noldor. So he assisted his own half-brother in the fight against the Teleri, and then apparently after that one of the Valar appeared and kind of punished or scoffed all of the Noldor, both Fëanor and Fingolfin, for kinslaying, because that's how the kinslaying first started. And Fingolfin felt kind of tricked by his half-brother, but their plans for an expedition to Middle-earth continued, and Fëanor confiscated all the Teleri ships, so there was no longer a way for Fingolfin and his host to sail to Middle-earth. He just he was gonna either have to go back to Tirion in shame and with the anger of the Valar still upon him, or he could go across the North Pole, so to say, across the ice, and walk rather than sail. And that's what they did. They walked through the ice all the way to Middle-earth, and then when they arrived, they were ambushed sort of by orcs.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
They beat them and pursued them, and then came upon Melkor's fort where he was hiding. And but they just felt Melkor felt like he couldn't beat the Noldor, so he hid himself. He stayed inside. So after crossing across what is called Helcaraxi, the North Pole, they approached Angband and then moved along, basically. And then they came upon the shores where Fëanor and his troops had landed. Okay, almost.
Sire.
I think it's probably not going to be enough.
Over here! Elven warriors!
Okay, but
For the
we'll join
light!
then.
Swiftly! Elves!
Scout the area.
My lord.
And found that Fëanor had burned all the Teleri ships. And by then Fingolfin was pretty much aware that he had been betrayed by his half-brother. And both Fingolfin and his kin
Follow me, elves!
really grew very bitter of Fëanor and his bunch.
Without question, I shall continue tomorrow.
So it deepened the divide, the split between them. Retrain. Can we retrain it? Nope. And that is...
Sire.
Follow me.
let's see. Regions 1, 2, 3, 4. Dale.
Your orders.
You can...
Yes, my lord.
Oh, we've already done our action for today.
If only I could.
Edible.
As you wish. Impossible. Yes.
Oh, we cannot train or build anything right now. Ah, he's now an aspiring commander. So how many command stars does that amount to? 4, so he now can command 8. It's good that every once in a while when there's an easier battle, our lower rank generals get some practice and rank up. Because eventually we will have the amounts of troops to send them marching with bigger armies. But even an army of 8 is already very powerful if you put in some strong units there. They can beat much bigger numbers. Zakala Hall of Music. Let's wait a little, I don't know. I'm gonna put Prince... The problem is... Okay. Let's put Eladon back into Imladris.
Orders completed, sire.
Let's give Elrond
Scatter them. Put them down.
the orders
Keep them off
to
balance. Come, my brothers.
besiege.
Follow me.
And I'm gonna put in...
Onward!
Oh. I thought I sent him here.
Take it for the elves. Lay it to ruins.
What do they
Have your
have?
weapons ready, elves.
Stuff. Can we attack without them
Assail them.
getting a garrison again? Yeah, they don't get any extra troops, or if they do, I don't know, maybe goblin infantry, but we are just going to attack them, pepper them with arrows, and attack. Is he family member? No, he's just a regular general. So there is still a faction leader up at Dane's Halls, I think, and we need to kill off orcs of the Misty Mountains. We need to kill off all the orcs basically in the world to win the campaign. So yeah, awesome painting, by the way. I don't know who's the artist, but that's the thing, guys. If you see
Watch for the enemy. Your bows.
I mean, this was obviously Sauron, but from time to time we'll get to see images that are less well known, and then I really like to figure out what we're looking at, like always. And many a time I will be familiar with it, but just as many times I might not know. And then you can fill me in. I'd be happy if you would. Okay, let's start the battle.
I will protect the lands of Rivendell.
The thing is, we need to kill them.
Like the wind.
You shoot the Warg Riders. Come here.
This is the way. Our homes must be defended. Swords. Elves, over here.
They start shuffling their units around. Ah, more bodyguards. That's a juicy target. And also, Wolf Riders are a juicy target, so I want to get into them both. Come up here. Where are you shooting? Also the Wolf Riders. Down at 69. We'll just spend our ammunition before we go into melee. Oh, wonderful. Where are you? You are all the way here. So come here then and run. Run yourself. Also shoot into Wolf Riders. Oh, they're going down so fast, it's painful for them. So these are a nuisance, slight nuisance, and the next unit that I really want to kill early is the bodyguard, because we're gonna have to fight each and every one of them.
I serve the House of Elrond.
So
Elves, over here! Watch for the enemy.
shoot. Hold on, stand still. Wolf Riders. Wolf Riders.
Watch for the enemy.
Now, the good thing about this is that they're all getting clumped up in the city center here, which is going to make it even easier to get kills. Why can't we shoot the other guys anyway?
Ready your bows!
I don't get it. There you go. And both of you. I don't think they're gonna sell you all here, but regardless.
I will protect the land.
Up here in melee, they're not so tough to kill. But they will get roadkill as well. They'll hit accidental targets in the whole cluster thing. But even though these guys should have substantial hitboxes, stop. We're not scoring too many kills. It's surprising. We should have a very reasonable line of sight, and yet.
Like the wind.
49 more bodyguards. So now they're all shooting the orc bodyguards. Oh, and they have archers of their own.
I will protect the land.
That's interesting. Who are they shooting at? Still a long way out. I'm gonna use Elder here mostly as archer anyway. I don't really want to get him into melee. Ah, maybe he will. He'll be tired. There you go. Orc bodyguards. The problem with clusters like that is that there are so many units clumped up that targeting becomes sort of an issue. He is winded. You know, just take it easy. We've already killed 27% of them. And whilst we are trying to hit this guy, these guys, what are they? We're also going to do collateral damage to the rest of them. Trying to think what it does now. They are in an absolute complete
For the enemy.
crossfire here.
Like the wind.
Bows.
And I think when you park yourself here, you should be able to shoot them quite nicely.
Bows. Elves, like over here.
Still shooting into this big... What are those guys? They appear to have ponytails. Is it a North bodyguard unit? That is just regular goblin infantry. 48% killed now. Awesome. You are fighting a whale, which is sort of okay, I guess, but focus on the bodyguards first, because they are gonna kill more than any other.
Only half the enemy force
Units.
remains.
They will damage our guys. Be here. I'm gonna put Elrond in front here and try to up our accuracy a little bit.
This is the way. Ready your bows. This is the way.
You can
This is the way.
move back.
I will be your guide.
Don't be on fire
Hold your
will.
fire.
You don't be on fire will.
I serve the House of Elrond. I serve the
Alright,
House of Elrond.
let's reduce speed a little bit. Now then, let's see. What do we still have? Where's the orc bodyguard now? Or is this just a captain? I don't know. I haven't had a message saying that their general is dead. There you go. 5 bodyguard units left. Would this be the general? I don't see a standard bearer on that unit. Oh yes. Two. Oh, there he is. It's the general. Bang.
The
He's
enemy
dead.
general lies dead.
Okay, let's come in a little closer and make those last. Oh no. Oh, by the way, we could. Who do I want to kill now? Goblin band. There you go. They're the most numerous still, so. Ding dong bang.
They're attacking us!
Oh wow, 78. He's really killing many of them. Double gold chevrons by now. Elven has 3. So many of our units are single silver, silver, double silver, single gold, double gold. They're becoming very powerful. Alright. And let's bring up our guys. There you go. Some shielded units on both sides. And I think I'm gonna keep the cavalry out of the main engagement. They're already down to 75%, which is awesome. I might actually use the cavalry from this flank. I'm not going to melee with bow Quedney.
Weapons ready, elves. This is
Okay. We are being shot at. So you do the Snaga skirmishes. You do the stalkers. Skirmishers. Snaga skirmishers. And you come into the skirmishers. Skirmishers. Dunedain marches.
keep your wits sharp.
Oh, we're losing some too.
Keep your wits sharp.
These guys are shielded, so that's a perfect target
Our
for them.
homes must be defended.
They're wavering.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Swords! Cast them back into the air. Close in on them. I will be crush them. Stand forward.
We go into shield wall and press into them. Here comes another charge.
Elven warriors, crush them. Ready up.
Good day. Stalkers.
Elven warriors, crush them. Close in on them. Ready up. Close in on them. I will be your guide. Cast them back into the air.
Well, I guess we'll just have to grind it out this way.
Our men are in command of the city.
At least we're not losing any cavalry guys here. Doing this.
Be awed by the
There you go.
victory we have won here today.
We lost 7. Oh, awesome! Awesome! Awesomeness. Oh, and I'm probably going to have to make a little cut soon. Because family's going to come home and kids are going to be all over me. And then I'll just... if it's a battle, I'll pause it. If we're on a campaign, I'll just save and continue later, finish it up. Just so you know. If you notice anything, oh there, Morgoth, you just saw his name.
Our lands will be safe once more.
Dobrin,
Guard this area.
occupy.
Follow me.
What I'll do with Elro here. I'm gonna try
Scout the
and
area.
tower up a
Set
little
up
bit.
an ambush.
Build artist studio. Dark Lord of Mordor. Very good. So strange. The mountains don't like us. Enemy army routes. I should have let Elder here command, then at least he can gain some command stars. But anyway, it is done. What is done is done. Ovarian.
Approaching quietly.
Metalberg.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
Have a taste of my blade.
So we're gonna have to keep a watch out on. I think they may still own Gundabad. Unless that is Angmar, but I think it's Misty Mountain. So in that case we share a border here, and they will continue to send units down south.
Elves.
Okay, let's just build a builder's hall since we can afford it now. And I don't know how long until we get anything else from it.
I'm gonna stick you. Have a taste of my.
These taskmasters are a thing. So once Eladon comes back in Imladris, we should try and gift him some Quendi to support.
Yes, my lord. As you wish. I shall continue tomorrow.
That'll happen next turn. And I think we were already done in Dale. Or not. Was that the previous turn?
Your orders.
Let's go for
What is it you wish to
raid
talk?
rights.
Very
And
well.
an alliance and
What's
some
your next
epifo. There you go.
No, we... A pleasure,
Brr.
Simon.
Why is that so hard? We
Without
are
question.
so nice and strong. But
By
no.
the light
Okay.
of Elbereth.
Alright. Bree.
My lord.
Let's first try map info exchange
Always
with
happy to deal with
our
you,
allies here.
trusted friends.
They consider that to be
This
demanding.
proposal is farewell then.
Annoying.
Yes.
Much. Okay, we'll treat with Bree next turn then. I don't really get how something like the Vale seemed to what's under siege. Khazad-dûm is besieging Western Moria, which is no problem as long as they stay clear of Anon and Arad. Okay.
Yes, my lord. Without question. I shall continue tomorrow.
Okay. Going so strongly for the Misty Mountain Orcs might actually not pay off. But anyway. We'll see. It is as it is. They tried too hard to kill us, and now the dwarves are slaying them. I just hope the Misty Mountains don't get another dread stack like that. The wooded valley of Imladris, Imladris of the Elves, has sent its few to war. These few hold much of the grace of what was the fire of Valinor. Their eyes bear the lilting light of the trees of brazen gold and shimmering silver. Ever their lights burn at night, and the star of Elbereth, a twinkling and glory gem of unseen years, lifts the marsh of golden-breathed Eldar. They leave flowers in the snow as they cross into the stone-bitten goblin lands and through mountainous ruins, slaying all in their path with a joyous chant, abandoning their detachment in a fury of white fire that savages and berates foes of far less valor. Craven and bullying, sly and sneaking, all this kind shall wither in the wrath of Valinor reborn. And a gift of 1,000 gold coins. That is very much welcome. Khazad-dûm West is still being under siege, and these armies don't seem to bother. Alright. Well then, Eladon, go to Imladris and train yourself some Quenya units. elves. There you go. And
Elves!
let's build a watchtower here.
We will need that one.
We're being boarded by two. What's that?
Like the wind.
Over
Follow
here
me.
in Dolbrin.
By the light of Elbereth!
Come here.
Like the wind. Orders completed. We will need that
We're
one.
gonna have to come here.
Elves,
Oh, wow.
we must give up the road.
Actually. Oh yeah, we might do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Anon and Arod quickly now.
Take it for the elves.
Because I don't want Khazad-dûm to claim it before we can. And I don't need a war with those wars.
Have a taste
Oh.
of my blade.
Alright. This is annoying. Is the Vale of Anduin at war with Misty Mountains? Yes. Then fight them, I'd say. Anyway, we don't have an armory there, we don't have a general there. It's gonna be 2 turns and then we're already in trouble.
Come,
So
my brothers.
it's really... We are stretching ourselves very thin. Khazad-dûm doors and Mirkwood sees hostilities. Now that is strange. But anyway, it happened.
Yes, my lord.
Dale.
You have a
Trade
proposition
rights.
for us? You hold us. There is something else.
Alliance
you wish to
and
propose,
map
then?
information.
I am not quite until we meet
Okay,
again.
we've been trading with
As you
Thranduil
wish.
now for a while, so let's see if he wants to do any more.
Yes, my lord.
Gondor, give us trade rights.
This seems very well.
Give us an alliance.
You hold there is something else. You wish to
Exchange
propose,
map
then?
information, very demanding, so let's not do that. Let's exchange military access and give you some free map info.
I do not believe. An
I
honor
wasn't,
and a
I wasn't
pleasure.
expecting
Yes,
that to happen either.
without
anyway.
question.
We're now turning
Tomorrow's
for
journey planned out.
Lynn here.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Alliances with those guys are all a lot easier than with our own kin. It is
Yes, my lord.
unbelievable.
As you
Erui is now Khazad-dûm.
What is it you wish to
They're
discuss?
at war with the independents, not even with Mirkwood. Usually they are. Alliance, map info, there you go.
I am not quite able to accept this.
so annoying.
An honor and a pleasure. Farewell.
Oh, pleasure was all yours.
Without question. Stopping here.
Not that we aren't haughty of ourselves, but yeah.
Sire.
Ah, boy. Now, I do think we are going to have to reinforce
By the light of
Zakkala a little bit.
Elven warriors!
Swiftly. Conceal. Come, my brothers.
And Anon and Arod now
For
is
the light!
not a very well defended settlement. But already we need Linen to join us. So Osenethil and Anon and Arod need to fall to us quickly. Then we'll have more generals. That should solve our
Yes, my lord.
problems.
Come on.
Oh, it's 2 armies.
You.
Follow me.
Pooh.
Have a taste of my blade.
Okay, cut. Hello Total War Gamers, my name is Deacon and welcome back to the Heirs of Fingolfin 30 Total War Divide and Conquer 2.2 Submod. We're playing as Imladris, as that is the whole point of this submod, as other factions will eventually join our forces, join our faction.
Elves!
as we move on. Now we are going to have to send over some units over to the high pass,
Swiftly.
as we are about to be attacked by both those armies, I think. And maybe... okay.
Lands will be safe once more.
That's too bad.
Have a taste of my blade.
Snaga skirmishers.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to attack them with just these two.
There they are. Sweep them away.
Because it'll just be an easier kill. I think outside with cavalry and archers and them not being a ranged troop. And the other army, I think I'll let them come. Here we go.
Units, await my orders.
Watch for the enemy.
Oh really? Oh, where are you here? Okay, let's hurry up. Bring our cavalry up behind. To the side actually. I need for you to be in guard mode. Where are they? 224 Snaga skirmishers. 222. 220. 219. I don't like how that's going. And I didn't think it would be raining.
Elves, over here. Remove them. Elves, over here.
Okay. Down to 155, 142.
Watch for the enemy.
Only half the enemy force remains.
They're skirmishing. Come on. Shoot them already.
This is it. Attack. Behold how our cowardly foe. Ready your mounts.
Okay, they are dead.
We all
There you go.
by the victory we have won here today.
We did lose 3 to their javelins. But this is alright. This is a good outcome for us. And once they do besiege us, I think we'll have to sally. Oh, and I made all that announcement about comeback and so on because I forgot that I'm just picking up the game from no.
For the light. Come on. By the light of Elbereth.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna stick you.
Trolls, many trolls.
Come, my brothers.
I think I'm gonna attack those trolls before they attack us.
Follow me.
Engage!
By the light of Elbereth. Take it
Okay.
from you. Follow me. Elves.
That's... Oh, oops. Oh. That was a mistake,
my brothers.
perhaps. They're gonna riot. And because I wanted to take Anon and Orod before Khazad-dûm does. Because we have to. But anyway, not gonna happen now. Anorian, my diplomat, is moving over to Dolamroth.
Without question.
There you go. Yep, Minister reached, and then the other one
Yes,
we have
my lord.
over at Breland,
What is it you wish to
and
discuss?
I shall offer
You hold
them
us
trade
another
rights, an
proposition for
alliance,
us,
and
then?
map info, and ask for your map info. That's okay.
This seems quite reasonable. Until we meet
So we are now
again.
allied to Bree, and we should go visit Eredloon. Northern Dunedain, of course, is our ally already.
As you wish.
There you go.
Tomorrow's journey planned.
Now, spying, we have a... I know we have a spy here. We've got two spies. One is over on this side. Or is he checking
lord.
if any more
Approaching quietly.
armies approach
quietly.
from
Approaching quietly.
the Misty Mountain
Approaching
orcs.
quietly. Approaching
But obviously
quietly.
they're going the other way, so that's all right. And here we are spying on these two. What do they have?
My blade.
Goblins, Nagas, and
I'm gonna stick you.
Taskmasters. We've got money here, and could build a leather tanner, but that's not interesting. Elven culture going towards 17%. Okay. Then we might build communal farming, or let's go for a practice range first, because it's the only castle we have right now. We are recruiting 3 units,
Follow me.
and let's hit the end turn. Oh, oops! Or nose! I forgot. And maybe since there's a lot of time between my previous game and this one, I think I'm forgetting.
The enemy is here. It's an invasion.
It's an invasion, and we're going to Sally because I don't want to miss that revenue. Nope, we don't do adoptions. New mission: send emissary to Shadow of Mordor. Oh yeah, 17 citizens killed.
Yes, my lord.
Wow. Perhaps I'm not doing that
Without
mission
question.
this time.
Yes.
Construction complete. Dolbrin Artist Studio. And Elder here.
Come, my brothers.
And Elrond.
Follow me. Engage. We've defeated their
Okay, you need
wretched
to go
army.
back here. Oh,
Come, my
I
brothers.
screwed that up.
Onward. Set up an ambush.
That's annoying. Okay. Here we go. Let's attack their army.
There's the
What do
target.
they have? Taskmasters, 2 units of Snaga skirmishers, 1 unit of Snaga stalkers.
Attack.
And I'll try and keep my cavalry alive and send them south to Anon and Rod. Oh boy. I hate how I misclicked there. with Elrond.
Await my orders.
Cavalry pair. Archers. Here.
Elves, over here. Attention.
This is Tulkas' faithful. They need to be charging. Alright.
Over here.
There you go.
Elves, over here.
They are coming in. I'm gonna bring up my cavalry. Start softening them up with charges. And
Elves, over here.
I think they're moving away from us rather than moving inside. That's interesting. But we got quite a walk ahead of us. I think this is the general's unit. And we are going to train our archers on these taskmasters because they're the toughest. And the rest, our cavalry should be able to run down no problem. Let's bring out the cavalry then. I don't want to run them because they still need to fight quite a bit. Okay, here is the cavalry.
Watch for the enemy. This is the
Is there... yeah. There is a ridge over here.
weapons ready, elves.
Toolcast is faithful already, silver shadows.
Bows!
Okay, need to move in a little bit closer even. There you go.
Launch the attack.
Don't draw attention.
Ready your mounts. Advance.
Are you hitting them? 50,
We await
49, 7. Wow. They're tough.
Watch for the enemy.
Advance.
I don't know what's happening, but we are killing them. Though not very quickly.
We meet them at last.
Keep your wits ready. Your bows.
Ready your mounts.
Don't draw attention. Be quick.
The battle is good tidings. The enemy general lies
Nice.
dead.
Be quick.
Oh, we lost 2 in the charge there.
Weapons ready, elves. This is the way.
Ready your mounts. Close in on them.
Riders. Be quick.
These are stalkers. You rush back in here. We've lost 2 more in this attack. Wow. I had thought this was going to be easier.
Don't draw attention. Be quick.
Over here.
Come on. Ooh. They are now wavering. They are broken.
To the wits sharp. Be quick.
Oh wow. I think that's the problem.
Be quick.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Those skirmishes are actually killing us.
Don't draw attention. Rush them.
Okay, let's take a close-up look for the charge here. Ooh.
Ready your mounts.
These are now into the mix here. Okay, into the skirmishers. Charge them, boys! We did pull out their lances at the last
Behold
moment.
how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Okay, let's see how we mop them up here. 82% killed.
Riders.
Okay.
Back into the earth. Watch for the enemy.
Ready your mounts.
97. Okay, that's it.
Advance.
Oops. Come on.
Be quick.
Be awed
that's
by
it.
the victory we have won here today.
Okay, we lost 16 and they are dead. They have expended. Totally expendable. Now, what are we looking at? An elven gated city, walls on fire. What could it be? Is this in Valinor? With city being burned by Melkor, perhaps? Give me your thought. I see people fleeing here.
You will ruin these trees
And
no
we'll
longer.
execute these guys. There you go. Why do I want to kill these trolls? Because if we don't, they are going to attack Dolbring on the next round. So public order is 75% with Elrond in there even. So if we leave in... Oh, wait. Okay.
Follow me.
That'll be next turn. Anyway, this should be the end of our episode, so I do want to thank you for watching. I hope... there you go. Okay, let's... maybe
approaching quietly.
Wargsies. They got 2 units of archers, 1 unit of warg riders. I'm gonna send out Prince Aladdin with his army. How much money I'm making? Enough, but not enough. Once these move out, we're gonna go bankrupt. So I'm gonna move this way. Not spend any money, and I'm gonna encourage you to subscribe here. I hope you will. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.